Welcome, Ledger citizens and the Deep Red Alliance, to another Deep Reds episode. I appreciate everybody jumping on in. Once again, thanks for hitting the like on the way in. Thanks to any new subscribers to the channel that are helping us grow. I know we've been losing some subscribers because we haven't been streaming, as often as we do. But hey, we try to stream as much as we can and when we can. And right now, it's a good time to be streaming. We got some cryptos that are moving on up, some cryptos that are moving on down. We're here to talk about the Deep Reds. What opportunities are there left since some cryptos are moving on up? We got XRP making some good moves towards the upside. We got SHX making some good moves towards the upside. We're getting close to 3 cents. Hopefully we can get past 3 cents, within the week or in the next day or so. Let me know if there's any signs of life out there. By the way, Blue Crew, I appreciate everybody jumping on in. Let's see how the mic is working and, the audio, the visual, just, any feedback helps us keep doing what we're doing here. But I see some reactions there. So there is some signs of life, it looks like, out there. But yeah, guys, we got a whole list of Deep Reds that we're going to be going through, right? Here's the full list. This is a little preview of what to expect. All right. So I've been in a little bit of an ignorance bubble of what's been going on recently in the crypto space. So I'm not completely up to date with all the new developments. There are some new cryptos that have caught my eye, like INTL. Interesting, just triple zeros crypto that could be a thing, could not be a thing. But, just trying to find some good opportunities out there, trying to find cryptos that $1 can make thousands of these cryptos for us. And especially if there's a limited supply, that ain't too bad. What's up, Quentin Miller? Good to see you. Good to see you, Green Giant, stomping on in. Appreciate you. Much love. What's up to the 7 viewers jumping on in? If we can get 7 likes for the video, all you have to do is double tap the screen for the vertical formats here, and it'll hit the like automatically. We got King Christopher in the house, ZBCN, Zbeck. Yeah, dude, Zbeck's been one of the ones going on up as well. You guys know, yeah, back in the triple zeros, right? Going back. I mean, some cryptos have already started running off since our last Deep Reds video, right? ZBCN, nice to see it. Now it's starting to go into the half penny range. My gosh, man, we're at 0.005. Hopefully we can get to a penny with ZBCN in short order. But yeah, we've been talking about that Trinity. I know Kin is not looking too good, but it's in the Deep Reds today. And we're still keeping the faith with Kin, man. We're not in the bull cycle. We have to see what this bull cycle is going to do, right? Is it close? It's feeling like it's really close. We've been in such sideways or, ups and downs type of motions. I'm excited to see how we're going to end this year. Hopefully we have an anniversary to how the, last year ended, right? And even more so, that wasn't even the bull cycle. That's the thing. That wasn't even the freaking bull cycle then, right? That was our relief rally that we had been waiting for a long time, right? We always expect, like, when you get those major dumps from the highs, right? You have those periods where you have that nice relief rally where it makes you think you're back in the bull cycle. Then you have your downward momentum again for a short period of time. And then that's when the bull cycle really starts to follow. And we're getting close. I think we're getting close to the bull cycle. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Crew is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I'm grateful to the 17 viewers. If we can get 17 likes for the video, all you have to do is just double tap the screen, and it automatically does the like for you. Yo, Mir in the house. What's up, man? Appreciate you. Knew you'd be back. SHX doing its thing, man. SHX doing its thing. I love seeing SHX getting closer to 3 pennies. We keep stacking up blue bricks. We've been stacking up, blue bricks, not only in referring to SHX, but just in terms of all these other cryptos, right? We've been putting our nose to the grind, accumulating little by little, right? Stacking up with money we could afford to lose. Good to see you, bro. What's up, Marvin Davis? Appreciate you. SHX, man. It's all about SHX. All eyes on SHX right now. Blue bricks building, XLM ecosystem. NLT had a wonderful day, in the sun. And then now, where's NLT? What happened with SDEX Explorer, guys? I don't know what's going on with NLT and the no limit token, but all I know is that this is the Deep Reds opportunity, right? We're getting closer to the very beginnings of where we originally discovered NLT. I hope we have taken profits from that amazing run that NLT had. This thing has been showing crazy volatility ever since it's been, existing, but it's a finite supply, and you just never know. They may be doing a rebrand for NLT. There might be something going on behind the scenes that we just don't know about. And then all of a sudden, when the bull cycle starts coming in and the XLM ecosystem's running, all of a sudden you're hearing about NLT again and possibly the fund token. But hey, I know those are S tokens to talk about. We know SHX is the blue brick. It's the blue chip crypto. XRP, excuse me. Give me one sec. What's up, Amwood? Good to see you. Full of XRP. We know SHX is the blue chip. XRP is the blue chip. XLM, right? I have never felt more confident or just enjoying being an investor of XRP, XLM, and SHX, man. These are good times. We got XRP above $3, just holding its own, now above the $2, $3 range, right? Showing that there's demand even at these price ranges. It's still cheap, right? XRP is still cheap, which is freaking crazy. I know I mean, dude, getting one whole XRP at 10 cents versus getting one whole XRP at $3, it just feels like a hell of a leap. I hear you. But man, we're not even at the beginnings we're not even in the era of micropayments, microtransactions, machine-to-machine payment, full-on transactions happening in real time, right? Going at the speed of time. What's up, Elizabeth? Good to see you. Had to say hi. What's up? Appreciate you. Full of XRP in the house. Quentin Miller. We got the best of the best in the chat. Appreciate you guys and your support. And shout out to all of those who see this video later. Much love to the Green Giants. Thanks for your continuous support throughout these past few months. We've just been putting our nose to the grind, but you guys know we never lose our eye on the prize, right? We never lose that eye of the tiger, that golden eye on these cryptos. So we're going to go into our deep reds in just a second. It's not really that long of a list compared to the list that we've had in the previous videos. The previous videos, that was some deep red territory. The sentiment was really low. Now the sentiment is back up again, right? In a way, for certain cryptos like the XRPs, the SHX, the XLMs, right? But there's still some cryptos that in that last deep reds videos, we were talking about cryptos that were on average 70+% down, right? Like every crypto was around 70+%. Now the average looks like about 60, 50% down, right? Our most down crypto right now that we would have is either Kin or Kel, right? And then our, we have some honorable mentions, but they're like already about to turn that corner on the year, right? Corium rewards, XRP, let's go. Corium rewards into XRP, that's it. All the staking rewards into XRP. Hell, just even doing XRP delegated staking and being able to earn XRP passively through the Garen wallet, right? And the Doppler finance. What's up, FPS 420? Guys, appreciate the 18 viewers. If we can get 18 likes, it's just double clicking, double tapping the vertical screen or just hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Fly Kiwi in the house. Helps bring the blue crew together. Helps the good vibes keep going. Let's see what else. And always, once again, I'll never tell you what to do. I am not a financial advisor. I'm always wrong. And I always appreciate your support in whatever ways you show it, you guys. Much love to you, all of y'all. I hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully you guys have been having an amazing summer as we get closer to ending the summer. It seems like summer used to be June, July, August. Now summer is just June and July. What happened there? Right? What happened there? But anyways, let's jump into our first deep red. We're going to go from the deepest, the filthiest of the deep red, right, to the ones that are in the shallow ends, but they're still looking like some pretty good opportunities nonetheless. Oscar in the house. Polska. Oh yeah, I've heard of Polska. Okay, I'll write down Polska. Good shout out. Anything with polka or polka dot, right? Polka dot is a sleeper without a doubt, but the cryptos here that we're talking about, I mean, these are deep reds. We're talking like trash cryptos here. High volatility. I love everybody putting SHX near the end of their statements. That's the best, man. They know. All these people know. 2023. even before then with the blue bricks and SHX. But 2023 was really the big turnaround for the blue crew there, because we flipped the switch, right? And everybody who's in the blue crew knows what that means. What's up, Hustle Hard Crypto? Good to see you. Crypto Warbird in the house. Write down worthless. Is that really a crypto, my dude? All right, our first crypto that's in the deep reds at 83% down on the year. This thing is filth, but there's some interesting connections with the Cell Frame token. Cell Frame token is at around 37 cents, low supply, layer zero crypto, trying to be quantum resistant, right? And it's a layer one crypto that has another crypto building on it already. So that's a good sign. You got a crypto called Kel VPN, 000483 at 100 million total supply, negative 83% down on the year. This could be just an easy swing for the fences. Hell, a $5 play can get you something, can get you maybe $50 to $500, right, on Kel VPN if the bull cycle, decides to if the bull cycle starts to look at it in favor right here. Oscar, I appreciate you, man. I'll never tell you what to do. Please don't tell me what to do, man. I don't know if I pronounce it, if that says something that might be offensive, my dude. So I'm just not going to say it, but I appreciate you tuning in and much respect. RPM in the house. What's up, RPM? Good to see you. We got NLT. NLT is at 5058. NLT is at the bottom of the bottoms right now. There's SDEX Explorer. I don't know if you guys you guys can tell me, but I haven't been able to access SDEX Explorer or the fund tokens, right? Being able to find the website of being able to stake my fund tokens. So if anybody wants to correct me on that, please do. But I'm not going to go panic here. I'm just going to think that the team is maybe building or rebranding or something. I just don't think, after the momentum that they've just had here and what they've been able to contribute to the XLM ecosystem, and they got Sorobon smart contracts enabled, I'm going to see it through and just, we've already taken our profits. At this point, we're just playing with the house money and seeing what NLT could do. And then, if we got nice little dips like this, where it's like, okay, maybe I convert some of my Dogstar rewards or my faux Phoenix DeFi rewards or BGI rewards into some NLT and see what NLT does, because we know it has high volatility. So NLT, no limit token. There's no limit to the no limit token, even though it seems like there's major limits on it right now. We'll go down with the ship if we have to at this point. But negative 64% down on the year. Dragon Chain, the Blue Dragon, America's crypto, at 3 cents with a 433 million supply, negative 57% down on the year so far. I'm loving Dragon Chain at these prices. We know Dragon Chain has that potential to go to 11 cents, 15 cents easy. I mean, look at that supply of 433 million. The case is done. The case is done for Dragon Chain, right? So that being off its back, Dragon Chain can move forward into this bull cycle freely, can come back to its form that it was in 2017, 2018, right? Where it had its major run up, just like Ripple and XRP did, right? We could see Dragon Chain now with the clarity. A lot of these cryptos now with the clarity, we're going to start seeing, it's never when you expect it to happen. And it's seeming like it's just going to be, maybe a year or so late right here. But a bull cycle is going to come. A bull cycle will come. These digital currencies are not, just, for nothing, right? It's a way to bring the people even more into the system, right? Even more on chain. And we have a crypto here that is literally doing that as we speak, featured on Time Magazine's cover this year. What's up, Hamwood? Silver Days. Good to see Silver Days, man. Much love to you, bro. Good to see everybody here. 14 viewers, 10 likes. Sounds about right. Appreciate everybody. Much love to y'all. We got outside of Dragon Chain. Once again, I like Dragon Chain, negative 57%. I would say Dragon Chain is probably my favorite of those bottom three deep reds that we just mentioned. So we just mentioned Kel at 000483, negative 83% down. NLT, negative 64% down, right, at 5058. And then Dragon Chain here at 3 cents, negative 57% down. I'm liking Dragon Chain here in terms of supply and in terms of price. Kel has the better supply price dynamic, but it's not, I'm not going to say anything is a sure thing, but I just feel more confidence with the history of Dragon Chain versus, they could, Kel is just, I mean, that's like bottom of the barrel type of trash. What's up, Angus Scrim? Good to see you. Appreciate everybody jumping on in. Hello. Guys, appreciate everybody's support. Much love to the Blue Crew. Much love to the Green Giants. Let me know how the sound, the video, the audio, and everything is going. As we move forward, we got DexAlot, the Alot token, an American crypto, USA crypto at 20 cents with 100 million supply and negative 47% down on the year. That's not looking like too bad of a crypto. I need to do more research on it, but I know it's still active. I'm liking that supply with that price dynamic. I mean, it's not going to pick up the most momentum in the bull cycle, right? It's not going to be the one that blows everybody away. But just like the name, I think it could do a lot, though. I think it could give you maybe a 2 to 4x, maybe a 5x, right? Hell, we just had some cryptos that gave us, you had like Omni, right? From our last Deep Reds video, Omni at $1 going up to $4, giving you the 4x right there. And that's still looking like a good Deep Red because of the supply and price, right? There were some other cryptos that came through like that. I mean, SHX, obviously, when it was down at like what, 0.005, 0.006, coming back up to 2 pennies. Let's freaking go, right? Talking about XTZ, I think it was under 50 cents, if I'm not mistaken, going now at 86 cents. Anytime XTZ is kind of one that's an honorable mention on this list, so I'll just go over it right now. But Tezos at 86 cents. Tezos, you guys know we've been following this blue crypto for a good bit. I think it's still a sleeper, and I'm loving the value of it at 86 cents under, just anytime it's under $1, that's like an instant buy for me with Tezos, the endlessly upgradable, seamlessly upgradable project. And I'm excited to see, what they continue to build here in the future. USA crypto as well, already in like F1. Yeah, XYO is another honorable mention, XRP bag holder, or no, not XRP bag holder, Angus Scrim. We have it here at a penny, right? At the bottom of our list right here, XYO, right? Anytime that's at a penny or sub a penny, that's like an instant buy. And I'm excited for that one to go to just like 5 cents or 7 cents, right? You have like these little plays that you have the ones that you're swinging for like that 100x, right? And then you have those ones, and that might be even long-term or short-term, but then you have those ones that you're just going for the simple 5x. You're just going for the simple 2x, right? And you want to just like find ways to win, right? And it's not guaranteed that you're going to win, but you're trying to find those cryptos that give you that confidence when you see them at certain prices. ApeCoin. Yep, ApeCoin for XRP bag holder. Filecoin at $2.50 a deal. Dude, yeah, Filecoin's on our Deep Reds. Guys, you're cutting me off here. Okay, John Tremblay, I respect you, man. I appreciate it. Angus Scrim, I appreciate it. But we got them on the list here, right? And you guys are part of the Blue Crew, so you guys already know what the list is. You already know what the list is. So continuing on down, we got after DexAlot here, we got Plume. Plume at 9 cents. This is kind of a new face crypto. So this one has been one to kind of be patient on to just see what bottoms it can go to, right? So Plume at 9 cents here, I'm liking with just keeping an eye on it, chipping away little by little. It's at 10 billion supply, negative 47% down so far, but maybe this goes down to 90% down, right? But Plume, a very interesting new face to keep an eye out for. Supra, same thing, 0.004, 100 billion supply, negative 36% down. Dude, I think Supra was down to like 0.003, right? Something like that, or 0.002. So it's already been kind of recovering a little bit, but Supra, I'm liking sub a penny here. And this one could be a thing, man. There's a community around Supra, right? It's a red crypto, so it's not really the type of colors we like to work with here. We like the blue, but hey, it's a deep red crypto, and it works well with the Deep Red Alliance. Plume was in the crypto report the White House released. Wonderful Hussar crypto. There we go. So Plume, yeah, sub 10 cents, probably looking like a great value then, right? And it looks like the Blue Crew likes Plume here. For those who are watching later, Blue Crew is excited about Plume. XRP cult member, what's up, man? Cat's out of the bag, cat out of the box. Let's keep going. We got Kin at 50136. I mean, dude, you guys know what the deal is with Kin. It's like, it's a crypto that's out there. The founder's not even a part of it anymore, it seems like, right? Even though he was the one, do you guys believe in Satoshi's vision? Maybe this is part of the grand plan. The subliminals are out there. We know about Kin. Maybe that was the plan then, and maybe it's not the plan now. But I'm going to keep the faith until the bull cycle. If Kin does absolutely nothing during the bull cycle, then we can possibly assume that it's, safe to say it's definitely a dead crypto. Aqua. Hopefully we took advantage of Aqua from the last Deep Reds video, right? Aqua in the 000s back then. I mean, it's at 001. It's not like it's far away from the 000s, but that's one that is always almost an instant buy for me. Anytime it's hitting 000s, I am just on that Aqua, and Aqua must flow silver days, without a doubt. Thomas Marrero, what's up, dude? John Tremblay in the house. XRP is my coin. XRP is the only one that you really need. There's been tremendous subliminals in the summer cinema, getting people prepped for the waves that are coming, right? I don't know if you guys have seen F1, right, with Brad Pitt. Basically, XRP's logo is almost in more than half the film. You're at least being exposed to the inverted sideways version of the XRP logo, right? And it's in almost every frame. It's in black and white. Just like the XRP logo is. You have speed being associated with it. And in the opening credits, it's oceans and ripples and waves, right? We were talking about the subliminals of the poster in our last video. We got to see the movie, and it was tremendous seeing the subliminals that were there for XRP. And it's an old dino crypto. It's a crypto that they say doesn't have it, can't kick it, right? And that's Brad Pitt's character right there. Maybe Brad Pitt or, Bitcoin or I don't know, something, right? But Brad Pitt ends up on top here, right? Ends up being the king, right? So XRP destined for that, without a doubt. We saw the Smurfs movie, because you got to see the movie that has a bunch of blue in it and has already shown some Ripple and XRP subliminals in previous films. There was, Ripple logo subliminals throughout that film. For Smurfs, obviously the blue color, the magic of the blue. Ledgers. It looked like there was 4 chosen ledgers in that film. XRP is the new king, without a doubt. I mean, dude, it's the DREC Alliance. We keep going back to that. It's the DREC Alliance, right? The Decentralized Recovery Alliance, made up of Hedera, Algorand, XRP, DAG, Cardano, right? Those are going to be some of the big, rows, right? The blue rows, Casper, Hashpack, right? Bank Social. Dude, Bank Social is not even on live coin watch anymore. I'm sure that would have been in our deep reds. But anyways, guys, thanks for the 30 viewers. If we can get 30 likes, that'd be amazing. We got to start working our way down, because it's hot out here in LA and I'm in the car. I might have to turn on the car for some AC in the meantime. Ripple is to be set free, dude. I can't wait. Yeah, this next bull cycle is gonna leave, just like already XRP being at $3 has already left a certain portion of the population behind. That's what it's going to be like at $20, $30. Like, there's levels to this. Like, more and more people as we go along are being left behind with what XRP, and they're going to still be thinking they're getting a deal at like $107 or something like that, right? There's still so many people around us who know nothing about crypto, guys. I wear this hat around. Nobody asks me about it ever, right? Nobody says, oh, XRP, right? Don't XEN. Yeah, XEN is great. I mean, I'm not sleeping on, we ain't sleeping on XEN, man. We just don't talk about XEN because we bought it at what, like 000s 002, right? What was it? 002, I think, for XEN, and then on the way up there for so we don't like to talk too much about cryptos that are already up like 300+%, 400+% on the year. We're trying to talk about deep reds, cryptos that are either mostly like 50% and lower down on the year, right? We're trying to find cryptos that the sentiment hasn't come their way yet. Now I'm not going to say XCN is still not a great, great to accumulate. Is that I just think it's not as, I think it's still profitable in the long term, whether you buy it now or not. But I just think it's not at the peak opportunity to buy, right? We're trying to find those, like, as best as we can, the peak opportunity, buying opportunities for these different digital assets. When SHX major multiple listings next week, I don't know what I'm right about there. What I'm right about there. Who said it? You said you're right. I don't know what I'm right about, but thanks. Let me know what I was right about. Maybe I can see what you're saying. SHX pumping 19%. Dude, the moment we break 3 cents, let me know on the stream if we can. Yeah, I still like BSL, and I like XCN. I'm just saying I'm not talking about it because it's not a deep red, right? We know love Onyx. Onyx is definitely not something to not sleep on. Ondu, XRP, XLM, HBAR, Algorand, Rose. There's a lot of major players, but they're not, like, maybe in our last deep reds video, they were in, negative 30+% down, right? But they're no longer there, right? We've already graduated from that. Okay, so we got Kin, we moved on. XPnet at 000471 with a 1 billion supply, negative 71% down on the year. I'm liking XPnet so far on this deep reds list. To me, the bargain values right now, or the good values right now, are XPnet and Dragon Chain, right? I'm liking those. Those would be like my top 2 type of deep reds for now. I mean, Kin is an amazing deep red because everybody, it's a dead project. So, yeah, so many people still don't have a clue about crypto, man. We still got so much time. It's kind of ridiculous. And I'm just surprised, like, when people do get in on crypto, how far away are these prices going to be, right? Like, how far up are these prices going to be, right? Like, there's Bitcoiners right now that are seeing the market and thinking, man, this is too expensive, right? Compared to where they originally maybe entered from, right? Angus Scrim, shout out to you, man. Much love to you, brother. All right. Shout out to you, man. Much love. Yeah, guys, let's hit a like on that. Cheers to you, brother. Here, let's just pretend this is a beer. Cheers. All right. XPnet, though, amazing in terms of supply, price, value, connections to HBAR, connections to Casper, 000471, negative 71%. It's an X crypto. It's black and white logo, weird logo. So 000471, 1 billion NFT market type of use case. I'm excited to see what XPnet could do. And if it joins the DREC Alliance, oh man, get ready. Get ready to see what XPnet can do from there. So negative 71% down on the year. Loving being able to accumulate triple zeros, especially with a billion total supply. Like, you become an instant whale, basically, if you even have 1 million of these, which is insane, right? I don't know if I would go for 1 million of XPnet, but damn, man, that's like 1 billion. That's it. That's all the supply for XPnet. You got G, obviously not my token, but the Gravity Chain token, G token, at 1 penny, negative 70% down on the year. Couldn't find the supply on this one actually in the short time that I was looking for it, but at 1 penny, Gravity Chain, and I think it's connected with Galax or some other token as well. It's a 2 token ecosystem, and G, you know, the new face on the block, but coming out during this bear cycle, this could be a good opportunity for something like G that has some interesting connections to some of the big players in the space. So I'm excited to see what G can do. Yep, dude. Yes, XRPH. Got to give a shout out to XRPH. Jay Henry, that's a great one. You know, shout out to Legendary for always being on that XRP H train, dude. And any XRP, you know, micro caps are looking amazing, right? Sologenic continues to look great. Corium continues to look great. You know, I don't know what's going on with CSC and Casino Coin, but, you know, I'm sure Casino Coin is probably at a good value, especially now that it's going to go multi-chain. That's going to be interesting for Casino Coin. Shout out to everybody here. We got Check, CHEQ at a penny with a 1 billion total supply, negative 62% down on the year. Loving that it's, yeah, a penny at 1 billion supply for Check. I think it's in the Cosmos ecosystem or connections with the Cosmos ecosystem. So we like Check here. XPX at 00023, 9 billion total supply, negative 60% down on the year. Dude, this thing was a, you know, a hackathon winner, ISO 20022 hackathon winner. You know, CBDC pilot winner, you know, led by the BIS and Swift and some really major, you know, big players here. XPX at 00023 is the best value that it'll, you know, ever be possibly. If we go into this bull cycle, I'm interested to see what XPX is going to be doing. Negative 60% down on the year. XX Network still looking amazing. My favorite crypto still of 2025 in terms of value at a penny or at 2 pennies with 1 billion supply, negative 56% down on the year. So yeah, XX would be another one to mark down here. Okay. We have Mina at 19 cents. Mina token at 1.2 billion supply, negative 53% down on the year. We got Rose, Oasis Network at or Oasis Protocol. I think it's Oasis Protocol at 2 pennies, 10 billion supply. I mean, it's part of the DREC Alliance. I love this crypto. I think it's a great value just to be able to get a crypto like this at 2 pennies. This is one of those cryptos that could be $2, and then maybe that's its average for a long time. But damn, at least we got in at 2 pennies, right? Before this thing started really providing a decentralized recovery. Yeah, FLR at 2 pennies, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that's always a great value. SGB, we still have our airdrop from back in the day with FLR, and all we've been doing is just staking and building up that staking rewards. It's looking pretty good right now, but just excited to see once this thing starts hitting like 10 cents plus, right? Or 7 cents, 10 plus. I mean, dude, because then you're truly just printing passive income. It's going to be beautiful. MCVD, good to see you. Yeah, everything's a shitcoin, man. Everything's a shitcoin, dude. We're trying to make money off these S coins, though, aren't we? Right? All these S coins are, you know, basically useless compared to the ones that are full-on utility, right? But hey, you know, we can keep talking about XRP, how amazing XRP is, but we know, hey, good luck, you know, champion killer. You know, that's what it's all about. Everything's luck, man. Any of these cryptos could turn around the next day, right? XRP is definitely not a shitcoin, without a doubt, man. What's the title of this video? What's on my freaking forehead, right? XRP is not amazing. It's weak sauce. I mean, it's consistent. That's all you can ask for, right? That's all you can ask for. It's that it, you know, some consistency. Stop deceiving. XRP will not make you rich. Did you buy at 10 cents or no? Did you buy at 10 cents, Santo, or did you miss out on 10 cents? Were you too scared because the SEC sued Ripple? You didn't want to buy at 10 cents when that happened? Because with 10 cents to Blue Crew, you know, do you think if 10 cents went to $3, would that make some people rich? Like if they put enough money at 10 cents per XRP and then it went up to $3.20, would that make some people rich? I'm just curious. Santo, do you think that would make some some people rich? I'm curious. Do you think that that's enough to make some people rich? Right? And we're talking about other cryptos as well. But yeah, I mean, the BIS seems to like XRP. Nacha seems to like XRP. Volante Technologies, which is like big time contributor to the ISO 20022 payment system, seems to like XRP. Multi-millionaire. Oh, okay. Sorry that our standards are too low, that us just being cool with being like a millionaire is fine. Like, you know, I get it. Some people want to be multi-millionaires. They're going for the billionaire, you know, and I respect that. I love the ambition. I love it. That's tiger ambition right there. You're helping us step up to the next level, and I appreciate that. We need that. Full ripoff. Everybody needs to wake up and get a real job. I mean, hey man, I don't like telling people what to do. Everybody can do whatever they like, you know, as long as I can do whatever I like. And then, you know, hopefully we can be at peace with that. And that would be pretty cool, right? I appreciate your passion though, man. Like, you know, you carry that, like, that chip on your shoulder that you really want the people to know the truth, right? But you're coming into a space where we like talking about S coins, man. We like talking about the, you know, the big blue chips, right? We know which ones they are, right? But then to find those ecosystem cryptos, those ones around, yeah, EWT, right? EWT, Energy Web Token, good quality. Some of these are good quality tokens. Some of them are total S coins. Like XX Network here, quantum resistant crypto, David Chom, 2 cents, billion supply, negative 56% down on the year. I mean, that's a tremendous opportunity, right? Already has a bridge with the XRPL, which is a very consistent, long-lasting, long-running ledger that we have clearly seen. All of XRP's supply is out there. It's in the algorithm, so there's no inefficiencies, no need to mine the token, right? You can just keep doing what you're doing in terms of making payments or making any transactions or bridging transactions. And then XX Network providing, you know, you got XRP providing the on-demand liquidity. You get XX Network providing the on-demand privacy, right? And, you know, the utility for XX Network to provide that, to provide quantum resistant, to be a quantum resistant crypto, and for Ripple and XRPL to even identify with that, right? To even create that bridge or even want to collaborate, right? Chris Larson investing in Elixir, right? So it makes sense that they would collaborate, right? Thoughts on MXI? I don't know what went down with MXI. I mean, I know there's some Blue Crew that are all for it, but wasn't there like a major drop or like a fallout or something going on with MXI that I haven't heard about? LGX. Schwartz said XRP will bridge between stablecoins. What a joke. I mean, hey, you know, whatever makes utility, right? Whatever happens for utility, people are familiar with transacting with their native currency. They're familiar with transacting with US dollar. They're familiar. Dude, once again, like I said earlier, nobody knows about crypto still, right? Nobody wants to touch crypto still. Yes, there's more and more people coming onto it every day, sure, but still it's like just a vast majority that are just completely oblivious, right? But they're not oblivious to the US dollar. And if you're going to be making payments digitally and the banks are going to be using stable coins, right, to make these payments efficient, fast, cheap, quickly, right, then it's great that XRP is being used for something that is being highly used, right? Cash is trash. No, yeah, cash is, I mean, dude, it's either going to be revalued to gold, right? There's either going to be a revalue to precious metals, right? Going back to hard physical assets of value and pegging them to these digital, right? The only TAS, the only real money, gold. Yeah, gold is the only real money for sure. I mean, we've talked about Kubrick's gold story, and we've talked about, you know, potential of a digital asset being pegged to gold. They're moving away from banks because they failed to be a bank coin. I wouldn't say they're moving away from banks. I would say that I've already educated the banks on how to utilize digital assets, utilize XRP if need be. You know, it's like, it's at least, I mean, you still got partnerships with all these banks. Yeah, I'm just not buying it until we're in a bull cycle. Like, I'll let the bull cycle tell what the story really is. right? Because right now we're not, I mean, no cryptos are going up massively outside of the S coins, right? Or maybe some memes or whatever, you know, the occasional BS, right? So when the bull cycle comes around, we'll know what the real story is, right? Because then that's when we get to see what these big money players, the big whales, really see as valuable for that moment in time. The only real money is Bitcoin. But dude, I want to make some gains, man. I want to make some major gains, you know? Because like I'm not here to stick onto some of these coins for a long period of time. I'm here to do some short plays, right? Based on where their momentum is at, where they are at right now. Where are they currently? Where is their business currently? Where is, you know, how is sentiment on it? Are they still building, right? You know, we got to take advantage. We're taking advantage of deep red opportunities here. The deep reds aren't for everybody, right? We talked about Oasis rose at 2 cents. We got AKT, Akash Network, going into the Cosmos ecosystem. Cosmos was one of our honorable mentions. It's under $5. I love getting Atom at under $5, trying to get to 100 Atom if possible, and then being able to stake that 100 Atom, and then just whatever staking rewards I get from there, I cash out during the bull cycle, right? And then just let that play for me and become a passive income generator, and then maybe throw it, any other passive income, throw it into a Bitcoin, right? Then throw it into a Bitcoin Santo, right? Be able to use these other digital assets as means for other acquisitions or other opportunities, right? To get that real money, you want to call Bitcoin real money, right? Which you still have to mine, right? You don't know it's real yet until all of it is mined, right? Because we're going to assume that Bitcoin is finite for now. But until it's all completely mined, we won't know that it's truly finite, right? Sounds like you are hurting. Yeah, man, Santo, if you need help, man, we got a blue crew here, dude. They are not moving away. They are now moving away from banks. They haven't failed on anything, man. They've just continued. Dude, I don't know if you noticed, man, but they just continue to win. Like XRP, Ripple, like this is the era. Once it switched over to this new year, this new administration, XRP and Ripple have just continue to win. Things are working in their favor. All right. We have, but that's just my opinion. Once again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Crew is always right. This is the worst show with the best community. And I appreciate, you know, even differing opinions, you know, because it leads to a good discussion, right? We got IMX, Immutable X. I'm liking IMX, man. I liked it more when it was in the 38 cent range. But now we're back up to 59 cents. This was, you know, looking better in our last Deep Reds video, but it's negative 48% down now with the 2 billion supply. IMX, easy to get on Coinbase. Still liking it, sub $1 here. Omni Chain or Omni Network at $4.37 was looking a lot better at $1, right? But $4.30 with 100 million supply. Blue Crypto, negative 47% down on the year. You got RKM. All these cryptos that I've just mentioned, you know, past 4 or 5 or maybe 6 or so, easy to get on Coinbase, right? And, you know, tremendous values. 1 billion supply for RKM with black and white crypto logo, 54 cents. Exchange that has recently moved to the US. You know, $7, not looking too bad there for 1 billion supply crypto that's on Coinbase. Blur at 8 cents with 3 billion supply, negative 44% down. Liking Blur here at 8 cents. WLD, not looking too bad at $1.06 with a 10 billion supply. Dude, WLD, that's the crypto that's getting people on chain right now. That orb for the world coin or for the world chain or world network or whatever Sam Altman's freaking calling it. Dude, this was a tremendous value last month or so when we were calling it the Deep Reds then in that video when it was sub $1. Now it's up to $1 again. And maybe we're creeping on up from here. Maybe world's going, maybe we're at a turning point, right? And this is just a nice opportunity here, a nice deep red. World's coin, loving it at $1 here, 10 billion supply. Weird black and white crypto logo as well, Poseidon-esque type of logo. And then, yeah, I mean, trying to bring people's identities on chain, right? Digital identity type of crypto. This crypto has given 3 grants to the XX network for privacy, right? So that makes even XX network look even more appealing at 1 billion supply with 2 cents, right? How's everybody doing out there? Are we alive? I appreciate everybody. Much love to the Blue Crew. We have AXL at 36 cents. Axelar, the bridge of bridges, at 1.1 billion supply, negative 35% down on the year. 36 cents. Liking the opportunities here for AXL. You know, connections with Ripple, connections with XRPL, major connections with institutions, and major connections within the Cosmos ecosystem. So I'm loving, you know, AXL sub 50 cents, sub $1 at negative 35%. You got measurable data token MDT at 2 cents with 1 billion supply, negative 34% down on the year. Then we have Near Protocol at $2.79, 1.2 billion supply, negative 30% down on the year. Near Protocol is one of those top AI cryptos right there, for sure, without a doubt. And under $3, you know, tremendous opportunity here. We've seen this crypto above $10, right? So way far down below there. Loving opportunities here for Near Protocol. Measurable data token we were able to accumulate at a penny. This crypto went up to 4 cents. Now it's back down to 2 cents and negative 34% down on the year with 1 billion total supply. This crypto you can get on Coinbase as well. Loving measurable data token is just like a nice little sleeper, micro cap sleeper token that if Ethereum's doing well and the crypto market starts to do well, MDT can probably come out and shine just because of that price to supply dynamic, right? Filecoin, $2.63 for Filecoin at 2 billion supply, negative 28% down on the year. Filecoin's the leading decentralized storage crypto so far as I know. And then FVM, the Filecoin virtual machine, really hasn't had a chance to show what it can do. I want to give a shout out to whoever else sent us a donation. It looks like we got, I don't know if we got like a super thanks or anything like that. If we got a super thanks or anything, I appreciate you. It looks like we got definitely more from our donations than what's showing here. I don't know if my chat just stopped. So let me see. I don't know what I can do. I don't want to mess up with anything here, but let me see if I change the chat filter. Oh, there we go. Yeah, dude, there we go. WF Patsy, man. Thank you, brother. Check this out or end up deleting yourself. Altcoinist. I can't see that link, man. I can't open that link during this stream. Well, what does it say? What does it say? XRP will not make you well off. Stop lying. I mean, yeah, I'm not. I'm sorry if I'm lying, man. I'm trying not to lie. I'm just saying it went from 10 cents to $3, and that seemed to make some people well off. You know, I'm not going to say it made me well off, but you know, if you threw in a good amount of thousands at 10 cent XRP, I'm pretty sure you made some pretty good money. Everybody needs a real job. Dude, I work 3 jobs. And they're all not real jobs, but they're at least jobs. And maybe 3 jobs, I think in the mathematics of it, 3 jobs equals 1 real job, right? What was the last one you mentioned? Sparky, I think I mentioned RKM, ARKM, or Arkham, ARKM at 54 cents. We did talk about measurable data token at 2 cents, Near Protocol at $2.79, Filecoin at $2.63. And then, yeah, honorable mentions. Atom token at $4.71, PAC at 2 cents, the Hashpack token, Mana at 30 cents. Mana is the leading, you know, US metaverse crypto. So Mana, and it's a real one. It's been around for a good long time. Dude, I'm loving Mana's opportunities here at 30 cents. I think it's like in a few billion supply, right? DAG at 3 cents, and then XYO at a penny, right? Mo Zerps, oh man, as we're about to be heading out, but it's good to see you as well, my man. I appreciate you. We're getting close to the hour here on the stream. XRP is a fairy tale, so stop losing money. Santo Diablo, appreciate the advice, my man. Once again, I'll never tell you guys what to do. Hopefully you're never telling us what to do, but you know, some people, you know, just don't know about that. type of level of respect. They just love going right away to telling other people what to do. That's something in, like, you know, in common human decency that was like removed or forgotten about, right? They just don't teach that in school. They just go, hey, when you're in conversation, just automatically, when you hear somebody talking about their day or what they did, tell them automatically what they should be doing or should have done instead. Tell them what they should have done or should be doing instead, right? Instead of just being like listening to how their day was or whatever, right? Automatically just telling them, because you know better, right? You live the greatest life of all time. So, and you're seeing them just kind of going through struggles or whatever. You just automatically want to help out, right? Or what seems to be a struggle from your perspective. Thought this run was institutional, not retail. Bernard B, who knows what this run's going to be, man? Who knows? It could still be speculative. I mean, so far, history has shown that it has been speculative, so we're going to go with the speculative cycle or speculative bull cycle for now. Should have bought XRP at 3 cents. There we go. Shout out to the Blue Crew. Shout out to the Green Giants. Shout out to the Ledger Citizens. Much love to y'all. All right, guys, we're going to do a hyper run of the Deep Reds list, and then we're going to be heading on out, but I appreciate everybody's support to the Blue Crew. I agree with Santo, but not how he delivers the message. Yeah, there we go, WF Patsy. Exactly, man. It's like, you know, you could still say XRP is an S coin, and at least you're not telling us like, hey, don't invest in XRP, it's an S coin. You could just say XRP is an S coin, and that's cool. That totally works. That totally passes the bar, right? I bought XRP when it was at 20 cents. Nice. Deep Reds, that's what it's all about. Santo Diablo, appreciate you being our local troll of the day. Our stream troll of the day. I'm happy you took that, put that on your shoulders today, my man. Seems like a crazy... Yeah, I hear you, man. Appreciate everybody. What's up, Crypto OG? All right, guys, we're going to do a hyper run of the Deep Reds. Appreciate everybody's support. I am amazed that we got 35 likes for this stream. If we can get 50 likes for the stream, or 60, let's do 50 likes, man, because it's our first stream back. If we can get 50 likes for the stream, I'll try to do another one of these streams as soon as possible, much sooner than what it took from this stream to this stream now. So if you guys are enjoying the content, all we need is 50 likes, and I'll try to release another video as soon as I can after that one, right? People like you need to be in jail for scamming altcoins. Once again, I'm not telling people what to do. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'm always wrong. I just like crypto, man, and I like talking about it. And yeah, that's all that's going on, man. I'm not trying to tell people what to do, right? And Santo, people like you need to be in the government, man. You would do really well there. Bradley, Siren Sioni, what a troll. He did a good job today. He did a good job being the troll for the stream today. Much love to you, my man. I appreciate you. Hopefully we see you in the next stream. You may be our new alchemist, which would be cool. Tell us what cryptos you like, though, by the way, Santo. What's a, you know, I get XRP really rises your passions. What, you know, we're talking about other cryptos here. What's another crypto that you like? There we go, WF Patsy. It's in the name. It's in the name. Hopefully you're doing well, WF Patsy. It's good to see you, man. Appreciate everybody here. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful summer wherever they are. Hopefully they had a nice vacation. Hopefully they got to unplug for a bit, right? All right, super run of the Deep Reds list. Here we go. We got Kel at 0004, 83% down. We got NLT 505, 64% down. We got Dragon Chain 3 cents, 433 million supply, negative 57% down. A lot at 20 cents, negative 40% down. Plume at 9 cents, negative 47% down. Supra at 004 cents, negative 36% down. Kin at 50136, negative 89% down. XP Net at 304, negative 89 or negative 71% down. G at a penny, negative 70% down. Check at a penny, with the billion supply at negative 62% down. XPX at 0002 at negative 60% down. XX Network at or the XX token at 2 cents, negative 56% down. Mina at 0.19, negative 53% down. Rose at 2 cents, negative 52% down. AKT $1.29, negative 50% down. IMX 59 cents, negative 48% down. Omni $4.37, negative 47% down. ARKM 50 cents or 54 cents, negative 47%. Blur at 8 cents, negative 44%. WLD at $1.06, negative 36%. AXL at 36 cents, negative 35%. Measurable data token MDT, kind of a gem. You know, we like this crypto, man, just for the supply and the price dynamic and how easy it is to get. And you know, it's a data token that could be, you know, that's definitely, you know, something that's just continuing, you know, that's not going to stop, right? Measurable data MDT at 2 cents, negative 34% down. Near protocol at 279, negative 30% down. File 63 cents. Atom token at $4.71, negative 6% down. And some honorable mentions: PAC, Mana, XTZ, DAG, XYO, right? Guys, those are the deep reds. I appreciate you jumping in for this video. And once again, thanks for showing your support. I am always grateful. Let me just end out the stream here with the chat. Get over it and stop daydreaming, people, with that. Okay, appreciate you, Santo. We'll stop, dude. We'll stop. I see that it really is like your main focus for me to stop, so I'll stop, man. Stop deceiving dude. Okay, man. Thank you. And your so-called guru mentality. What makes me a guru? Because I'm not telling people what to do makes me a guru? That should just make me a normal human being, my man. It's been a minute, G. Enjoyed it, G. What's up, Yosef? Good to see you. What's up, for days? Fly Kiwi in the house. Much love. I think it's because of the beard and the XRP hat. It's like, oh, guru or hipster. I'm just your typical LA hipster, man. I'm not a guru, and I don't know any better than you do. You know, not a bad rhyme right there. Can you please make a list of these cryptos you talking about? Yeah, we got the list right here, man. We got the list right here. You want to screenshot this? Here you go. There you go. Screenshot it. Not holding anything back. Can you please make a list of these cryptos you talking about? We did make the list, man. We did. We have a list. We keep track of it. You know, every video we make, we go over our Blue Crew list, and then we talk about what cryptos are the furthest up, furthest down. And if there's any new cryptos you guys would like for me to add to the Blue Crew list, we certainly will. Trying to keep it to, you know, I mean, most of, you know, a lot of them are just kind of like little gem coins that for some reason the Blue Crew really has an attachment to. So, you know, they could be other S coins. But, you know, you got some good ones that have some decent quality to them out there that could be true gems. You know, Dragon Chain at 3 cents I'm seeing here, negative 57% down. Looks amazing. XX Network at 2 cents, negative 56% down with the billion supply. XP Net at 0004 with the billion supply, negative 71% down. So there's some good deep red opportunities. I mean, Near Protocol under $3, Tezos under $1. You know, WLD at $1. There's still some really good opportunities out there, Blue Crew. So I appreciate y'all. And if you guys think there's some better opportunities out there, please feel free to put them in the comments, and then we can see if we add them into our next video whenever we do make the next video. So appreciate y'all once again hitting the likes on the way out, and thanks to any new subscribers to the channel helping us grow. You know, much love to the Blue Crew. I'll see you when I see you. And once again, not a financial advisor, not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Crew is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I am always grateful we have the best community here, without a doubt. Thank you, Blue Crew. Thank you, Green Giants. Thank you, Ledger Citizens, and thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. I'll keep trying if you guys keep trying. We got the golden eye, and we keep it crypto. I'll see you guys in the Blue Castle, stacking up blue bricks day by day. Much love. Adios.